Feels so good to be back here, guys. There we go. Welcome everyone back to the Red and Blue Site YouTube channel. It is, of course, time for another Crystal Palace watch along. Sorted out the mic there, guys. Hope we're all good now. You can hear me. Yeah, time for another watch along. We are, of course, at home to Burnley tonight. It's our third game back from our lengthy time out due to obviously COVID. First of all, start off the stream again by saying I hope all of you guys are not healthy and safe, and you're all good at and watching the game along with me, and you're excited for this game. I'm definitely excited because it's gone from the highs to Bournemouth, the lows of Liverpool, and now we're back to a high point potentially again, where we're in a very winnable game, especially when you look at Burnley's situation. So, just a little bit of a look at. I'm watching the game, watching the Amazon coverage. Of course, it's a third different provider in three games. So change up there as well. Amazon Prime watching this, and the teams are just finishing their warm-ups, going into the tunnel to get ready to come back out. Big game today. Burnley and Palace, of course, level on points, 42 points apiece, and the winning team here will, albeit a game in hand, playing a game more than the teams around us. But whoever wins here tonight, if it is a win, will go 8th position, tied 7th with Tottenham Hotspur, which is, if you said this with 6 games to go, that this would be the case, then I think everyone would tell you that you're lying. But we're in a really promising spot, and I think off the back of Liverpool, some really promising news in terms of starting lineup, because that was the big question mark since that Liverpool game is how are Palace going to set up? Will we have players back fit? But I can tell everyone, if you didn't know already, I'm sure all of you are watching it right now, know the news anyway. We've got players back from injury, and it's the two most important players, Guaita and Zaha, are back from their injuries that kept them out of the Liverpool game. Zaha obviously going off injured. I thought it'd be longer than this, but I'm really happy to say that he's back and he's in the starting 11 tonight. Guaita, Ward, Dan, Cahill, Van Aanholt back four. Strongest back four, I think, that we've got at the moment. Luca Holding, of course, in the midfield, back in the starting lineup after getting dropped or rotated against Liverpool, alongside Chiarte and MacArthur. And then it's Zaha, Townsend, Ayew front three, which in my opinion is our best front three. I know a lot of you are disappointed that Benteke is still not back to fitness, because he was on a good run of form before going out injured. But I do think that Ayew down the middle is still our best option in my opinion, and Zaha and Townsend as out-and-out wingers. I really like that setup a lot more than Ayew going out wide, Benteke down the middle. And of course, I do think this is our strongest lineup. I think this is the strongest lineup we could have played, and it's great news. I did see on Twitter when it came out, there was a lot of positivity, let's say, in the comments, and then the replies to the tweet that Palace put out with the starting lineup. So with that being said, that's a quick intro into the game and our lineup, and I'm very happy with it, and I'm a lot more confident that we'll get 3 points today. Fingers crossed, of course. Nothing's for can't take anything for granted nowadays, but got to look as well. Burnley side, because of the contract issues they're having, they're starting Vidra up front. They've got some rotation. They've got Eric Peters left wing, McNeil playing behind Vidra. They've got a really weakened side, and no Barnes and Woods, of course. So it's a game where I'm expecting us to have. I'm expecting big things from this. Not necessarily in terms of a big scoreline, but I'm expecting a win. And if we do draw, then it would at this early stage, looking at the lineups and the positivity of having our players back from injury, I would feel a little bit disappointed if we didn't get a win here at home in our first home game back. And by the way, Sellers Park, if you're watching it along with me, looks amazing. They've just cut to Sean Dyche in an interview right now, but the way the Palace have set up the ground, it looks fantastic. But there we go, guys. That's my quick intro into the stream. I hope you're all going to enjoy it and watch the game with me. All of you watching on Amazon, I'm sure it's going to be great coverage, and I'm sure that we're all going to be backing the boys, of course, to hopefully get us 3 points, 3 valuable points in the bag. Let's cut over to the chat. Good lineup, says Hazard. Jack Ramsey, yep, strongest back four. Sacco is a bag of jelly when he plays. I think he's a bit hit and miss, Jack, but I do get what you mean. Ross Murphy, Townsend was absolutely rubbish against Liverpool. He needs to put in a good performance today. Yeah, I think Townsend has that in him. He can have all the players in the side. We're never going to have a perfect. They're never going to be perfect. Otherwise, we'd be obviously much higher than we are. They're going to have days where they're off the pace, especially after being out for so long and not playing football. So I do think that I'm much more confident he's going to step it up for this game, especially with so much on the line. Stuart says, hi from Aberdeen. Welcome, Stuart. Thank you for tuning in. Again, Harvey, representing fans from North East Scotland. Love that, Stuart. We're covering all corners, not just the UK, but the globe. I'm loving it. Hope you enjoy the stream, Matt. I hope you enjoyed the stream, Stuart. And hopefully the boys out there today can get us the 3 points for you watching and everyone else watching. I think if I go back as well, it's a great point made early on in the stream. I saw Ash made whilst I was waiting for things to get set up, Ash made a great point in the chat early on. Burnley are playing their 4th choice striker, Matic Vidra, alone up front and only named 7 out of possible 9 substitutes. Cure 3-0 loss for Palace. It's a very valid point. I think that we've got to look to take advantage of that today. Their lack of options off the bench, their lack of options in the starting 11. They've got good players, don't get me wrong. Tarkowski at centre-back with Pope behind them is a very strong 3 in defence as a spine. But I feel like if we can use the same energy we had against Bournemouth, and I like going back to Bournemouth because it was the perfect away day. It was the perfect way to set up, I think, as a Palace fan. And that's what I want to see us do as much as we can. Obviously, pick and choose the games. We were right to change it up against Liverpool because we would have lost by even more if we played the same way we did against Bournemouth against Liverpool, in my opinion, anyway. But today against Burnley, it is a great chance to go back to that tactic, that quick, vibrant play, that trying to look to score early. I think it's going to be crucial. First goal really will be crucial in terms of how the nerves are settled and how teams dictate the tempo. It will all depend on that first goal, and hopefully it's Palace boys that get it. Would be Eddie would be typical Palace to lose this. It would be. Everything seems to be looking too good at the moment for us going into this. The stars are slightly aligning in terms of a win tonight, but I don't want to jinx it. Hazard, what's your prediction? For me, mate, I said 2-1. And of course, guys, I always say this, but if you check my yesterday's video, was my Palace preview for today's game. If you want, there's still time. We've still got, 8 minutes till kick-off. Plenty of time to just go and watch that quickly and then come back to the live coverage, and we'll be kicking off when you come back. So you can do that if you want to see my proper preview thoughts in that video, and then come back. Kevin Benson, good day from New Zealand. Insane. It's so cool to see so many Palace fans tuning in from all over the world. It is incredible, and this is the reason I do it, guys, to give you guys who aren't from the UK, aren't from England, South London, gives you a chance to be a part of the Palace fan base here in London and enjoy and to get some interaction with the club that you may not have got in your home country. So I'm glad that you're tuning in. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Kevin. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. The watch along today. My prediction is 2-1. A lot of 2-1 predictions. 2-0 prediction from Hazard. 1-0 Palace or 3-1 Burnley. I get what you mean, mate. 3-0 Crystal Palace win. Some good predictions. I'm liking these predictions, guys. Sellers Park is looking beautiful as always. I love the way they've put the NHS, Black Lives Matter. They put the Crystal Palace for Life Foundation, Palace for Life Foundation banners. They've also got the food bank banner. Donate £5 to the South Norwood food banks, and that's where the HF would be standing and chanting. Obviously, they chose that to be their banner to be placed over the seats. So Sellers Park is looking as good as ever. The cabins that are by where right behind where the tunnel is, where obviously the teams walk out, that's been redone and decorated, and it looks really, really good. On TV as well, it's going to look even better, having that focused on there. So it's looking good, and hopefully we can top off a really good looking Sellers Park with a really good result. Yeah, I've got a really bad feeling if we don't get 3 points tonight, there might be a little bit of meltdown on social media and as a reaction. So hopefully, for the team's sake, we don't mess this up. It does look weird, Ross. Gutted. We all would have been there today, or at least most of us. I know I would have definitely been there today. And Crystal Palace Burnley, when we come back. Oh, it's almost time, guys. It's almost time. I really, really, really hope we get a win here tonight. I really hope we get a win here tonight because it will just really put us on our way to a strong finish at the end of the season. This is one of our last really winnable games. In fact, it might even be our last proper winnable games. We've got some tricky fixtures still to play this season, so we've got to look to get maximum points whenever possible. And this is one of those games where we've got to get something, in my opinion. No pressure. We will thrash them. I love the positivity, guys. That's it. Positivity in the chat. I'm loving that. But Ali McCoy's commentating. I think that's got to be a good thing, right? He likes Palace. Ali McCoy is that? I'm sure he does. Burnley boys are out. The Burnley players are out ready. The Palace players, obviously, their dressing room is now in a different area of the stadium because of Palace opening up or making their home dressing room larger for social distancing. It's forced the away dressing room to move to another part of the ground. So Burnley players are already out. Palace players are in the tunnel now. They're getting ready to come out. Come on, boys. Let's do this. Evan Spears, commentary panel from America, watching on NBC Sports. Yes, Evan. Love that, mate. Love the American fan base over there. Tacoma Palace, obviously, really, really great guys over there. Obviously, the Palace fan, the different Palace fan, what's the right word that I'm looking for? Fan organisations, that are dotted all around America. And I'm really, it's really cool. It's really cool to see as a Palace fan, seeing how you've got this global reach in this small club from South Norwood. It's fantastic to see. Welcome, Evan, and I really hope the boys can get the win for you watching it over in the States. What's your prediction, Harry? He says, I said 2-1, mate, to Palace. I'm giving Burnley a goal, but with this starting lineup, with Scott Dan alongside Gary Cahill in defence, I'm a lot more positive that we can keep a clean sheet. So good to see us back in red and blue as well. First time back in red and blue since the end of, or since Project Restart kicked off. Come on, boys. Thumbs up, red and blue in the chat as well, guys, if you're ready for this and if you're looking forward to it as much as I am. They're going through the starting lineup here. Vicente, as I mentioned already, I will say it again. Guaita, Ward, Dan, Cahill, Van Arnold at the back four. 4-3-3 we're playing. Milivojevic holding, Kyoto MacArthur just ahead of him. And then the front three, Townsend, Ayew, Zaha. Lot of youngsters on the bench. Really, really want to see some youngsters play today, Roy. Please make that dream come true for me. Want to see us be at least 2-0 up and then get 3 out of the 5 subs be youngsters or 4 out of the 5 subs. I can only dream. I don't think that will happen, but I really hope it does. And then you look at Burnley's lineup. Nick Pope, Phil Barsley, Tarkowski, Meath, Charlie Taylor. A good experienced back four. But then you've got Josh Brownhill, inexperienced in the Premier League. Westwood, Cork in midfield, experienced players. Eric Peters, left wing, not left back. And Dwight McNeil, Mattis Vidra up front. It's as strong as they can make it. It's the strongest possible team they could do. But their bench is... There's only 7 out of a possible 9 players on the bench, and they're all players, or not all of them, but a lot of them are players that you wouldn't have heard of. They're youngsters. So, exactly, mate. I agree. Their attack is looking weak, but their defence is looking solid. So it's got to be about if we can break them down and not get carried away and not put too many men forward and be very, concentrate at the back and be aware of that attack, because even though it's a weakened squad, you cannot take it for granted in the Premier League. You cannot. Surely after Liverpool defeat, Palace should put a performance. You'd expect that, Ross. I definitely am expecting them to step it up and feel like, we've got to show, the people watching at home and all over the world and being back at Sellers Park as well, we've got to step it up tonight. I'd like to see that anyway. Diego's nervous. I'm nervous as well, man. I'm always nervous before a Palace game because you never know what you're going to get. More so with Palace than any other team in the league. You never know what you're going to get. And as infuriating and as frustrating as it is, especially when we mess it up in games like this in the past, it is exciting as well. So, first game back at Selhurst, even though we're not there, I'm properly excited. Let's get the timer ready, guys. Here we go. The scoreboard there. 0-0. Come on. I want this to be changing 1-0 to the home team very soon. First game at Sellers Park since March the 7th. I am listening to commentary as we speak. Obviously, we go down to take a knee. Black Lives Matter. Will with his eyes shut, focused. Obviously, all the players ready. Let's do this. We've kicked off, guys. It is on. Let's do this. Come on, New Palace. Come on, boys. Good start from Burnley, but Palace are on it there. Well done, Scott Dan, pinching it early. Going to be all about the tempo, early stages, nothing silly. Try and look to use possession wisely and quickly. I'd like to see a quick start when we get the ball. We've got high press on now, which is good. Put them under pressure. And try to take advantage when it comes, of course, when the ball drops to us, not to dilly-dally with it, get into them. Luca, a bit poor there, and there's a chance early on for Peters with space on the edge of the box. Whips it in, and it's glanced by Vidra well, high and wide. Little mistake from Luca there, and that is a criticism of him in his time since he's joined the club, really, is he can give the ball away really sloppily in the midfield. I think his passing, his short-range passing, and his passing under pressure is probably his weak point, in my opinion. Got away with that there, and it did all stem from a poor pass, but I do think that, get through the first few minutes, just set yourself down, and then look to dictate tempo and play from there. Tristan, it is on Amazon, and I believe it's free. There's links as well. You can on the Palace social media. You can click it, and it is free to watch. Maybe like 24 hours for free, and you can watch the game for nothing. So hit the links wherever that is. For over 40 years, never been to sales. Your vlogs and streams might be so I forget. Kevin, that's exactly why I do it, and that's exactly why I started the channel. So I'm so happy to hear that you enjoy the content and that you look forward to the content as well, because that is exactly the reason I do this, is for those fans that aren't in England, aren't in London, can't experience the games week in, week out, and want to be as close to the club as possible. And so that hopefully this is a chance for you guys to get as close to us as possible. We are all one big Palace family, Hashtag Palace family is something that goes around Twitter quite a lot. And, we're one fan base, one club, one Palace family, and we should all be able to. That's the reason we're doing watch-alongs. We can interact together, exchange viewpoints, and hopefully enjoy a win. Yeah, that's the thing, we've had a great set of results against Burnley. We're on like 4 games unbeaten against Burnley, but that also worries me because they're due a win. They're due a win, and it'd be typical Palace for us to give them the win now. Nothing's really happened since I've started talking there. We're only a few minutes in. Burnley with a good press, and we're under pressure here. Van Arnold's done well to keep it, but Burnley really looking good on the press early on. They're looking to make a statement after winning against Watford in their last game. Weak inside, they've got some players have got this is a chance for some players to make a real name for themselves. Just need to get foot on the ball, in my opinion, and start to knock the ball about, and then go from there. Burnley with the ball early on though, and it is a quick tempo. It is looking like a quick tempo out there. Good press from Chiarte. I think he was one of the better players against Liverpool. If you could pick a better player, if you could pick a good player against in a 4-0 defeat, I think Chiarte was definitely one of them. Well done, Townsend. He wins the foul. Regroup, settle down, knock the ball around the defence, and let's get going, because we haven't really had a foot on the ball since kick-off. What's your opinion on Josh Brown, who used to play for Bristol City? I think he's a good player, mate, but it's obviously a big step up to the Premier League. I think he is definitely one for the future, though. Hopefully he doesn't have a good game today. Hopefully he has a bit of a shocker today. That's what I'm hoping. Roy looking very serious. What a man. Oh, that's a foul. Come on, ref. Ward giving away a foul down on the wing there. He's just literally just turned him, and the ref's given a foul. I didn't think that was a foul, in my opinion. Tristan, it's on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, mate. You should be able to watch it for free. You can get a 24-hour free pass and Amazon Prime. Good header from Scott Dan. Oh, given all. Oh, Lucas got away with that. I think it was a foul, but if it wasn't given, Vidra had space there to turn and run at the back four. Good start from Burnley. They've been the better team so far, I have to say. Nothing really splitting the two sides. No chances or anything to speak of. But Scott Dan, he is one of the better ball-playing defenders, I still think, at the club. I definitely think his composure on the ball is something not a lot of the other defenders have. Gary Cahill maybe. Sacco has that killer through ball that he can play. But none really have as much composure on the ball as Scott Dan, in my opinion. Here we go. Palace finally on the ball. Good press from McNeil there. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Nick Pope. He's a good keeper. Can't deny it. He's a good keeper. Come on, boys. Oh, it's a good ball from Charlie Taylor. And again, it's still all with Burnley. They've got time to turn in the box. We'll be doing better there, and we've not been able to get a foot on it, and they've recycled it. It's been all Burnley so far, I have to say. It's been all Burnley. Good press. You can hear the guys on the touchline shouting at the guys. Can we press? Can we press? I love it. Push Burnley back now. We can regroup, get men behind the ball. Oh, it's a lovely pass from the back, though. Lovely pass on the back. Yeah, Palace, Yusuf, I agree. Palace a little bit sloppy. Whenever we get the ball, we seem to be giving it away a little easily. And, Burnley have dictated the playing tempo, and it's good for us on the away side. I'm sure Burnley fans, if you are watching or watching this at a later date, I'm sure you'd be happy with this start. Very good start from Burnley. I think we need to just step up a little bit. Haven't really, not really had much period of play. Zaha's instantly surrounded by players. It's a good start from Burnley. What can you say? We need to try and get a foot on the ball. Sloppy so far. Poor pass there though. Chance to break. Go on, Ayew. Townsend, he's on his own. No one around him. Ayew gets there. Townsend, lovely. Well done from Townsend there. He was on his own and he's managed to just about retain possession along with Ayew. Here we go. Palace's first real chance at attacking. We're in the final third. Van Aanholt into Ayew. Out wide to Zaha. Go on, Wilf. Skin him. Play the through ball. Jimmy Mack. Hit it. Oh, yes. Hit it. No. Well, if that's signs of things to come, then it's good. It's good. That's good. If that's a sign of things to come, first real attack, first time we got into the opposition box, and Burnley were messing around with it a little bit. It was nice, lovely little cutback from Ayew, just too hard for MacArthur. But then Taylor, poor first touch, and Van Aanholt nips in. Eventually, Mee gets it cleared, but not looking totally convincing at the back there, Burnley. And I know we haven't got a shot off or tested the keeper at all, but promising signs there that there's chances that will come our way if we get into the box. That was a decent little period of play there. Tim, I don't know, mate. It can't be long though. The team's already announcing the kits, but Bournemouth were playing in their new kit when we played them a few weeks ago. About late August maybe. I think it'll be more. I think they'll do it earlier than that, to be honest, mate. Probably July. I think they'll release it. Really well. First proper moment there for Palace. Burnley back on the ball now, and it's really good defending from Scott Dan. Cork trying to turn him, but Dan gets his body in the way, and Guaita clears beautifully. Come on, the Palace. Let's go, Eagles. Come on. A lot of long ball back and forth now. I think it is going to be a scrappy game in general, guys. I'm not expecting too much in terms of footballing play from both sides. We're not, neither side are really known for their footballing ability, let's say. Although I'd say we're probably a little bit better on the ball, especially this side. I'd like to think we're better on the ball than Burnley's team at the moment. Good press on Mayu. This is why I like Ayu down the middle. He has got good press on him. He gives so much energy to the team down the middle. Come on, Jimmy Mack. Oh, so close. It does give away a foul there. Played advantage, but so close to nipping in ahead of the defender there. It does, Kevin. Having Warrington goal definitely makes calms, settles people down, and calms people down a little bit. It's not as nerve wracking, that's for sure. Townsend gives away a bit of a silly foul there. Chance for them to whip the ball into the big players in the box, get the centre backs forwards. This is where Burnley are dangerous, and as we saw against Liverpool, defensively from corners and set pieces in general, we've not been great this season. So this is our weak point if we have one in defence, and it's easily cleared in the end from Palace. Nothing. Here we go. This is where it's crucial today. Counter attacks. We're on the counter now. Zaha down the left, just entering the final third. He skins one, cuts back. Slows the attack's kind of slowed down. Burnley are all back now, but we still have the ball. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about there. Go on, Chiarte. There's a through ball there. Space to work with. Chiarte. Back to Van Aanholt. Get the ball in. Come on. Come on, Palace. Luca, is he going to hit it? Don't hit it from there. Bit too far out for a shot. Lovely little through ball. Jimmy Mack. One more. Yes, won the free kick, Jimmy Mack. And we know this is literally the exact same position where Luca buried one against Bournemouth. Come on, Luca. Let's do it again, my son. Liam, welcome to the stream, mate. Come on, Burnley, he says. Always welcome here. Opposition fans always welcome in the watch along, mate. Best of luck to you because you've started quite well. I've already said, and I do think your team, as weak as it comes across on paper, they've started well, and I do think that first goal, if they get it, will make it very difficult for us. But chance here for Palace to open the scoring around about the same time we did against Bournemouth, actually. 12 and a half minutes in or so. Come on, Luca, bang this in, son. Whistle blows. Luca's standing over it, the only man over it. It's a big wall, and it's well over the bar. And we relax. Shame that, but there we go. Good. It was nice little close and passing. In a lot of players starting to press, and Burnley players starting to press when we got in and around their box. And we did well to just do quick little passes, knock it about. MacArthur, drop of the shoulder, winning the foul. That's what you've got to do. That's all you've got to do in those areas. And obviously find that pocket of space and then punish them. Easier said than done, of course, but we did well there. And that surely went out, ref. Yeah, it went out for a throw down the line. Come on, Palace says tidy plays. Love this, guys. Love the support in the chat. Let's go. Come on, the Palace. A win, and we do go tied 7th. Obviously playing the game more than everyone else, but still, to say that with 6 games left for us would be pretty unbelievable, really. I don't think anyone would have believed you if you said that at the start of the season. Don't mess around with it here. A bit scrappy in defence, but we've cleared it. Lovely chest from Chiarte and a lovely layoff back from Townsend as well. And we've got a chance here. Ayu on the ball, plays it wide. It's behind Van Aanholt. We've got to start again. He'll knock it back to Cahill. But I like that. Looking to break quickly whenever we do win the ball in our own half. And I do like that. There's a pull there, ref. He's playing advantage. Fair play. Can't be any worse than that. What a switch from Townsend. As Zaha's immediately in the box. Step over, tackle. It's a great tackle there from Burnley. That's the moment. That's why I like Townsend. On his left foot, he is lethal. And even there on the halfway line, quick cut to left foot, bang, ping, switcher play to Zaha. It's a lovely ball. And it was ahead of Zaha, so he could run onto it. Zaha's going to be crucial for this, and he's looking good. He's not looking like the injuries having too much of an effect, which is good to see. It looks like he's recovered quite well from it in a short space of time. Yes, Tristan, I'm missing it as well. It would be good to have Glad all over ringing out around Selhurst and being there to experience it. Zaha stepping over, a little replay here. He was so close to beating that man there. He does beat two of them. It takes 3 men to stop him in the end. It's so good seeing Wilf play. So good. We're playing so much better, and I feel way more confident having Wilf and Vincente back, says Tidy Plays. Totally agree, and I think everyone else does as well. Having those two players back, it's incredible what a difference it makes to your confidence and your outlook on the fixture itself. I think we're playing okay. It's decent. We've grown into it a bit more. It started our first 5 minutes. I think Burnley were very good. It's a good start on the away side, and I think they'll be happy with it. We've started growing into the game more, and it's been now a bit of a change of play, and it's been much more Palace, I think. Holding the ball now, knocking it around really nicely, actually. Some good triangles, one-touch passing. It's good to see. It's good to see. Time. Scott Dan, good header. See, lovely. I love that one first-time layoff there from Townsend back inside to Ward, and then it sets you up into the space for the counter. It's nice. I like the tempo in the passing, the one-touch passing. We're not slow, lethargic, which we have been at times this season. It's good. What do you reckon the score will be, says Jamal. I've predicted 2-1 in my preview yesterday, mate, and I'm sticking with that now. I do think that we will win today, but who knows? You never know with Palace. You never know in the Premier League. Anything can happen. It really is the best league in the world. And Burnley, although a heavily weakened side because of the contract problems they're having, have the ability to pull out a result, especially when there's no home crowd getting on, supporting the side. With no crowds, it definitely levels the playing field, let's say. Great header from Luca. Me just gets their header value. Vidra was onside there. He looked offside, though. I think that was a bit of a bottle job from the linesman. Oh, it's a great ball, but what a header from Scott Dan, just flicking it behind for a throw-in. What a ball and what a header. This is why Scott Dan, even at 33, I think he's 33 now, still so reliable. It's unbelievable how reliable he's been over the years at centre-back. I rate him so much, Scotty D. Oh, silly Luca, no need. This is what we did against Liverpool. We gave away stupid fouls, and we've given one away out wide in a dangerous area for a whipped-in ball. Luca just got a bit carried away there, a little nudge in the back, and there's no need, Luca. Surely you should learn from the what happened against Liverpool. Crucial flick there from Dan. And Burnley starting to get back into it. Come on. Nothing stupid here, boys. Deal with this. Dangerous for Burnley here. They like crosses as well. And Luca there at the near post. It's a poor cross. He does just about gets the flick on it, and it goes out for a corner. Couldn't get enough on it to clear it up the pitch, which is a shame. First corner of the game, and hopefully we can deal with it. It'll be nice. Westwood, right in front of the Homesdale. We would be getting a lot of stick right now if there were fans there. We all know that. What a ball. Oh my God, deflection across the box. And it's blazed over by McNeil. We look shaky from corners. I mentioned it. First corner, not very settled at all. It was a cracking delivery from Westwood in swinging. Caused us all sorts of problems. Vincente probably should have tried to come out and punch that, to be honest. Cork was blocking him, but I think he could have made that. And it was cleared by Van Arnold pretty much off the line. Across the face of goal, and McNeil blazes one over. Just really shaky. Second account. It's a hard going to Arsenal. They can't afford him, mate. They've spent their money on Pepe, so they've made their choice. And in my opinion, it was the wrong one. If they're going to spend 70 million, they should have put it on Zaha, in my opinion. Anyway, yeah. Bit of a heart in the mouth moment there. Not the best defending by any means. Come on, boys. Let's get back into the game here. Get a foot on the ball, please. No, he'll go to Burnley. I love the optimism, Liam. Maybe in a different universe that would be the case, but unfortunately, I can't see it happening, mate. Well, one back. Chiarte again has won it back brilliantly, and Luca gives the ball away, then commits to the challenger, gets skinned by McNeil, and now McNeil running at the defence, straight at the keeper. But all again, it stemmed from Luca, and that is his downside. He gives away. It was an easy pass, and he's hit it straight to the McNeil. Then goes diving in to try and win it back, which I fair play for the passion and commitment. But as a captain, settle yourself, get back into shape, and set yourself as an example. That was poor. He's given the ball away a few times already. Yes, he is worth 70 million to Palace, mate, and that is all that matters at the end of the day because we're the team that is selling him. So yes, he is worth 70 million. Scott down, nice header back there. Luca needs to step it up. He looks like he's having one of those days where he just gives the ball away sloppily, and he's given away a sloppy foul as well already. He needs to buck his ideas up. He's not having a good start to this game by any means. Worst player on the pitch at the moment, I'd say. Do you rate McNeil? Definitely, Michael. I think he's the best player for Burnley. I do think for his age as well, he's got so much potential. I do rate him. Skillful. I love a skillful winger. Like Zaha, of course. I love players like that. And yeah, I definitely think he's got a bright future ahead of him the way he's going. Question is how long Burnley can keep him, which is always the question when a mid-table team has a star player who's got potential. How long will they stay there? That is always a question. Love Luca, but miss Kabay. We all miss Kabay, mate. All miss that beautiful French man. we all miss him. Good period here for Palace, though. We're starting to break into the final third again. It's all focused down the left-hand side with Wilf. Lovely ball to Maka. Cutbacks on. Corner to Palace. Lovely from Wilf. They're doubling up on Wilf, which is what you'd expect. But he picks out the pass down the line, similar to the second goal against Bournemouth, where he picked out Van Arnold. This time it's MacArthur. Cutbacks blocked for a corner. And it's our turn to get a good cross in. Can we challenge? Burnley are very good defensively from set pieces. Can we cause them problems? Luca plays it short to Zaha in the box, unmarked, flick to the back post. Cahill looking for the volley, the 10 out of 10 effort. But if that went in, it's a 1 in a million, especially when it's Gary Cahill over it. But it blazes high and wide. I love that set piece though. Zaha unmarked in the box, just played short, right down the line into the box. Different. I like that. Tim put Max on the pitch. Bit early, mate. I can't see him putting him on the pitch right now. Yes, Tristan, I did actually know that. And it's time for a water break, obviously halfway through the first half. I think Burnley I think Burnley fans would be happy with that so far, and Burnley players and Sean Dyche. I think that it's been very even, but I think Burnley in some areas edged it, for sure. Yeah, I think Burnley will be happy with how things are going so far. I think we need this break just to regroup a little because we weren't at our best in terms of possession and how we used the ball, how we've seen us use the ball. Definitely against Bournemouth, for example. They're showing that chance again for Burnley. So unlucky because Van Arnold's clearance was going straight up the pitch, but it hits Dan in the face, comes back across the face of goal. It's just one of those things. Could have lucky it didn't actually go into the back of the net. AMG and Gary Cahill's volleys landed on the IKEA towers. Love that. Probably Burnley's best chance that, which McNeil blazed over the bar. Come on, the boys. Water break done. Let's hopefully they've regrouped, had a bit of a discussion, kick up the arse for Luca. Sort yourself out, son. Let me know how you guys think this is going so far, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts in the chat. Still 0-0. Happy for it to stay 0-0 for a while. Just going 1-0 down against Burnley. I can't think of too many teams where it's harder to then get a win, if you get what I mean. Um, very, very difficult to get something when you're 1-0 down against Burnley, just because of the way they set up and the players they have. We're off again, and the team have started again. Burnley again, they're setting the pace with the restart to the game. And again, Kouyate's there to mop up, and he's done well here, and he's kept possession. Kouyate, so good at breaking up the play. He's been, again, standout player for me so far. Make that, Luca. Well done. Hopefully give you a bit of confidence there. Townsend. Go on, are you? Well done. He's won the foul there. Chance to get the ball up the pitch. It's just inside Burnley's half. Did very well there. Exactly. Yeah, Richard. I think we are giving the ball away a bit cheaply, and hopefully we sort that out. It's mainly Luca where we're giving the ball away sloppily. Need to sort that out. Done well there, are you? Getting his body in front. It's worth it. Not African player, mate. I think Salah and Mane will just, it'll be one of them who wins Africa Player of the Year, and Premier of the Year. But Kouyate has definitely been. He's one of those players that, because he's in the midfield and he plays that nitty gritty sort of role, you're never going to see him get that glamorous. You're never going to see him get an award like that because of the role he plays in the side. Unfortunately, it's the same with like Jordan Henderson at Liverpool. There's no way he will, ahead of Van Dijk or Mane or any of the front three, get a Player of the Season award or something like that, in my opinion. Hello, Red and Whites. Welcome to the watch along, and it is still 0-0. And it was a bit of a weird decision when the ref there just happened. Sorry, whilst I was talking. MacArthur goes down, looks like he was pushed, he lands into a player, and the ref gives the foul the other way because he goes into a player on the way down, which is, what can he do, Burnley up the other end. They are looking good, and Van Aanholt goes flying in. There's no one there, and Luca gets a good block in. So much space for that player, whoever. Didn't see who that was. It looked like McNeil. It was McNeil. Loads of space there. I don't know why we're giving their best player so much room in the box. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's sort it out. Let's get a foot on the ball. Burnley are dictating a bit here. Yeah, Ayew's goal against West Ham, goal of the season for me as well, Tristan. It was unbelievable. If you were there live, you know what we're talking about. Insane. Never seen a goal like it from a Palace player. Literally never seen a goal like it. Never seen a Palace player do that with a football and score at the end of it. It's the little things in life, little things that give you enjoyment in life. Throw in here to Burnley. Burnley being the better team. I have to say, Burnley in the first half, I know there's not a lot separating us, but Burnley have looked a lot more threatening, and they've had much more of the ball. We can't seem to, similar to Liverpool in some ways, when we get the ball, Burnley have obviously watched that game, and Sean Dyche, he's no mug, he knows that he would have watched the Liverpool game and would have seen where, Palace's weaknesses are, and that is in terms of being put under pressure, retaining possession, and he's definitely looked to exploit that, and it's working. We're not getting any sort of momentum or any sort of flow in our play because we've not had the ball that much, to be honest. Letting Burnley have it, once they get into the final third, we're dealing with it pretty well defensively. But it's just we're not. Again, we're setting up like we typically do. Even with no fans there, we're setting up as an away side at home. So hopefully it plays off. Sometimes it works. Won the ball back here. Scott down on the ball. And you can always trust him to pick out the pass, which he does. Luca to Cahill, and Cahill makes a drive forwards to Van Aanholt on the left. And he wins the throw-in. Just need a bit more tempo. You need a bit more movement up front as well. Give the players options, because when we do start moving forward, very little in terms of movement up front for through balls, etc. So, yeah, I'm expecting a little bit more, to be honest. I'm expecting a bit more from the boys. after the Liverpool result, especially, and being back at home for the first time. I'd like to see it. It's not. I wouldn't go as far as say it's rubbish, mate. I just think that well, against Burnley, it's not what we're expecting. I think we need to step it up a bit more. Um, Rubbish might be fair to be actually. It is quite rubbish. We're not holding the ball. Roy's looking a bit annoyed. I think we just need to hold the ball more, and the chances will come off the back of it. We need a bit more movement to keep the ball knocking around because Burnley are defending well. And see, Townsend's going down a cul-de-sac there, no support, and he gets tackled quite easily off the ball. And stuff like that. We need to go forward in numbers, give each other options as a team, work as a team, and then when the ball is lost, to try and win it back as quickly as possible. Again, as a team, Zaha doing brilliantly. This is how we should have done it. Zaha running back, winning the ball off Brownhill, showing everyone how it's done. Love that from a winger. I love that especially from Wilf. Class from Wilf. And we got the ball back, and now let's start knocking it about. And then it's all right to knock it around the back, but as soon as as soon as you decide to go, that's when you need the passing to be quick and the movement to be correct. If you decide to go and then the pass forward and then you turn, there's nothing on, and you turn around and pass back to start again. That's when it gets frustrating as a fan, and that's when you invite pressure onto you as the home side. You invite pressure onto you when your lack of creativity. It allows the team to get a bit more confidence, the opposition, and to start coming out to challenge you a bit more. Make it Ayew. Brilliant, well done. He's won that, and he's in the final third. Don't hit it. He's hit it. Oh, I said don't hit it, but he did. And it's a shot on target, comfortable for Pope, but he had to dive down to his right for it, quite a long way out. If anyone's going to score the way the way the form Ayew's been in this season, if anyone was going to score from there, it was probably him. It was a lovely hit, but from that far out, that style of shot, which is like a curler, you're never going to beat Pope, really. Hopefully that's a bit of a... There you go. Well one back from MacArthur, and a lovely quick passing play between him and Van Aanholt. And we're starting to get into it now. Come on. Starting to finally see something in the game. Will Wilf leave next season? If so, where? It depends if we get Europe or not, mate. We're in that position now where a top 8 finish or top 7 finish would be insanely massive in terms of our chances of keeping Zaha. Zaha's not going to Arsenal, mate, because Arsenal signed Pepe. They made their choice last summer, and in my opinion, they picked the wrong player. Luca again, fouling McNeil. It's on the halfway line, so it's Van Aanholt there. But on the halfway line, probably should have been a yellow. He's gone away with one there, Van Aanholt. Last chance, the ref's given him. Well, last chance, but that was, When Burnley are breaking forward on the counter, we're defending quite poorly. We're giving away fouls. Burnley doing their typical lump everyone forward. One man, me, playing a long high ball. Well done, Chiarte. Well done, Joe Ward. Easily cleared, and we get up the pitch. Go on, Ayew, win it! Just got there, bent me ahead of Ayew. Yeah, Tarkowski, that's a foul. Luca, well done, mate. Luca winning the foul there, love that. And we go again. My wife is doing knitting. Come on, want to get more excited with watching us. Come on. I know, mate, I know, but it's a part of being a Palace fan. Everything's set up for us to be entertaining here and get a good win and get... like Bournemouth, for everyone to be upbeat and ready to go, and we're going to get Europa League, but it is Palace at the end of the day, and Palace does this to you, mate. It doesn't matter how good the odds are in our favour, we can always find a way to make it difficult. It's the Palace way. We're doing that. It looks like we're doing it today. A much stronger team than Burnley's, but we're struggling to create much. Yeah, good movement there from Ayew, but muscled off by Tarkowski. Come on, boys. In the Burnley half, let's get something going here. Come on. First goal would be... goal here, 10 minutes before half time would be really good. Top 3 look like statues that someone's about to pull down. Can see a 0-0 here, says Kevin. Still a long way to go, Kevin. Let's try and stay upbeat about it. I know it's frustrating, but it is Palace at the end of the day. They do it to you. But you're right. I definitely agree. There's a lack of movement in the front three, and the midfielder's struggling to pick out a through ball. Then again, Burnley are defending well, but look, as soon as we press, Ayews want it back in a dangerous area there. Chance. Oh, it's a lovely chance from Tarkowski. Stop MacArthur turning and getting a shot off. Zaha with 3 players around him. They're doing well to stop Zaha, to give him no space to work in. This is good possession from Palace. All camped. They've got them camped in their final third. Lovely from Townsend. He's done Charlie Taylor. Oh, couldn't really get the shot off. He has to play it back. Ward with a deep ball. What a miss. That was the moment there. Big moment. It's a great ball from Ward, and it's MacArthur who's lost his man and peeled off at the back post. He just takes his eye off it. I think, does the defender get a touch on this? Big sweeping ball from Ward. Lovely cross deep. Oh, it's a slight touch of Barnsley's head to flick it onto MacArthur. MacArthur's there to just bury it in, and if he doesn't get that touch, Barnsley, then I think it's 1-0 Palace. MacArthur can't believe it. What a great touch there from Barnsley. I thought he just completely mishit it there, took his eye off the ball, but I'm wrong. It was a great bit of defending, last ditch from Barnsley. Best chance of the game, that, so far. Come on, Palace. We're level, 4 attempts, 1 on target for both teams. Come on, boys, let's step it up now. As I say, that Burnley got a chance here. Nah, it's poor cross and easy for Guaita. Come on, the Palace. Better. Yeah, I agree. I think we need a bit of a bollocking at half-time. Get a rocket up the arse, just to, a bit more urgency in our play. Let's try and press and get the tempo going and get the passing going, because we're lacking all of that at the moment. But even playing poorly, it's still 0-0, and we still look as good, if not a little bit better, edging the game now against Burnley. And that's us not playing very well. If we step it up just to 10-20% in our game, we score at least here, I think. So, plenty of things to work on or to talk about half-time, but not that much needed, I think, to get the edge here. Oh, it's a nice idea from MacArthur. I love the idea. There is definitely the vision from the players. Definitely, Tarkowski is a great challenge. No one gave Ayew the shout there of a man on. It's a great through killer pass into Ayew's feet, but then he thinks he has more time than he does, and Tarkowski's sliding challenge to win the ball back. It's frustrating. We're getting in good areas, but just not holding the ball as well as we'd like. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Any news on newsstand development? Not at the moment, mate. I think the focus is all on the new academy, which is already getting built now. It's amazing how things can get done quickly, and I think the club want it to be done. That it's just all about the Sainsbury's negotiations. That strip of land that Sainsbury's own that we need to have for us to build the stand. I think it's just all about that, mate. And as soon as that's done, I can see as soon as the academy's done that the new stand will follow, in my opinion. But no new news at the moment. Hopefully we'll hear something in the summer or at the end of the season, I should say. Oh, come on, boys. I think get to half-time now at 0-0, and, it's no harm done. There's space for Vidra here, though. Well in from Luca. Good challenge. But Van Aanholt panics and gets the ball cleared straight to a Burnley player. Poor from him. I hate how much we panic under pressure. We just give the ball away far too easily. Rather punt it long than to just fluff your lines. Good press from Ayew. We're back in shape now, but definitely need to step it up. It's not been great from Palace, I have to say. Not been great at all. I'm disappointed in the way we've lacked a lot of passing and creativity going forward. We've lacked possession. And we have looked sloppy. Look, just Luca diving in there. He gets skinned easily. And now all of a sudden, you leave space in behind you. We've dealt with it. But, diving in challenges like that and committing to challenges instead of holding off and just biding your time is and MacArthur loses the ball there. The way Burnley are pressing and getting into our faces. Come on, let's liven it up a bit. It's frustrating me now because we're giving the ball away in areas where, there should be a clear shout man on. And we're getting the ball pinched from under our noses when we shouldn't be. We should be moving the ball a lot quicker or getting a shout for a man on. None of that. And now Burnley got a chance here going forward. Left side, Taylor blocked by Townsend, does well there, but I don't know. We need to change it up at half time, or at least have a bollock. Roy needs to really lay into them here and just get them to, a bit of a kick up the arse. We're finishing this half really feebly. We had a good 5-minute spell, and we're starting to we're losing it at the moment, which is annoying. This is pretty much my half-time views. I'm just saying now, guys. So don't expect too much from me at half-time, to be honest. I'll read a lot of your thoughts in the chat, of course, and talk to you guys in the chat. But again, Luca giving away a stupid foul. I hate the fact I love him and I hate him at the same time. I mean, at first it was Van Arnold nibbling at him, but then Luca jumps flying in, and he's just not going to get anywhere near the ball there. I don't know what he's trying. He's so late coming in. Yeah, luckily there's no Woods or Barnes, because good lord, the amount of stupid free kicks and corners we're giving away, we would be 1-0 down, Rob, by now, 100%. We're lucky that we're not, I think. We're giving away stupid fouls, especially Luca. Luca's having a poor game. Yeah, we are being stifled at the moment. Well done. Scott Dan doing well at the back, I have to say. Him and Chiarte have been my standout players in what's been a lacklustre performance. That's the word, lacklustre. I like that word. And it sums up Palace quite well. Lacklustre. Brownhill wants it more there, wins the ball back. Come on, boys. Well in from Wilf. Can he get there? No, unlucky there because he gets the block in, but the ball deflects to a Burnley player. See, look, they're pressed. There's a high press, and it's putting us under pressure. Cale's giving it away now. Guaita comes flying out, and he gets a hand on it, and the shot goes straight into... What are we doing, boys? Cahill this time, giving the ball away sloppily. Can we just get a... What is happening here? A win here is so big for us. This is our last proper winnable game, I think, of the season that you look at and say, yeah, that's 3 points, or you'd like to think that's 3 points, but... We're making it so difficult for ourselves. Burnley have been the better team this half, 100%. They're doing everything that I thought we would be doing. I'm much more disappointed at this than I was against Liverpool. I have to say, I know we were already 2-0 down at this stage against Liverpool, but I'm not expecting more out of the side. It's frustrating. Look, we're in good areas here, but Burnley are really doing well to get out and give us no time to work with. And Townsend's got the ball there and Ward, but there's no movement in front of him. It's not like there's anything to pick out. Ward's like hands up, like, come on, boys. They're all waiting for a cross, but no one's actually making a run to create, to make movement, to give her space and to get crosses in and shots off, Doing well here, though. MacArthur's won the ball. Townsend plays a deep pass, looking for Wilf, headed away by Bardsley, but Wilf's still got it. Come on, let's finish the half strong at least. Let's have sign of things to come in the second half. Appreciate that, Geja. I hope you don't mean need some more focus after Liverpool. Yeah, for sure, mate. Luca's done well there. He's won a free kick. McNeil gives away a foul in a dangerous area for Palace. A chance to whip the ball in from out wide. Chance here, right before half time. This would be massive. A lot of silly free kicks given away this half, actually, from both teams, but more from Palace and especially Luca, as you'd expect. That is the downside to Luca. Right, dangerous position here. Burnley are huge in defence, so it's going to be very hard. But look at that, Palace and Burnley both giving away 7 fouls. You wouldn't think it. Feels like we've given away more, if I'm honest. Are we going to play it short again? Hopefully not. Hopefully we whip this in. We do whip it in. And it's an absolutely shocking free kick. Way over everyone, out for a goal kick. I'd stop Luca off, to be honest. He's had a shocking half. Mate, it's frustrating as hell because we should be doing better. You know what we're capable of, especially against Burnley. Over the last 4 games, we've played some of our best performances of the season in the last 4 visits against Burnley have been, against Burnley, our best performances. We've played so well. And to see us play like this, especially after the Liverpool game, we've had time to regroup and to get, into training and sort things out. But it looks like Sean Dyche has watched the Liverpool game and he's just thought, we'll do what Liverpool did and come tactically more prepared, it feels. it's not necessarily a criticism at Roy, it's a more criticism at the players that they're not bucking their ideas up after that Liverpool result. It's disappointing. It really is, because I don't want to get too carried away. It's still 0-0, and a good half-time team talk and maybe a change here or there, and all of a sudden we could be dominating the game in the second half. Equally, Burnley could be 1-0 up, and they probably deserve to be 1-0 up. The way the half's gone, I think they've been the better team, in my opinion. Just sloppy, and lackluster. The words I described this half so far. I'm wanting a bit more. I was expecting more. We need more. More importantly, we need to see more if we're going to get something out of this. Because Burnley are playing well. They're pressing well, not giving us any time on the ball, and that's pretty much my half-time team talk kind of summed up right there. 1 minute of injury time, so that is going to be about it, guys. I can't see us getting anything in the time that in this 1 minute. We have the ball here in our half. Just don't do anything stupid. Ward trying a through ball. Luckily, it does get blocked by Peters. Luckily, he doesn't keep the ball and breaks from a counter. So poor, it's unreal. It has been poor, mate. I'm not going to overreact to it because it's still 0-0 and it can only get better. Let's stay positive. It can only get better in the second half. We can't be worse than this in the second half. We can't be worse than this in the second half. Rock it up the arse. Come on, Roy. Let's sort it out. He's been in this position before at halftime team talks. He knows what he's doing. But Max on, says Kevin. I'd like to see Max. Maybe it'll take that creative player to just pick a pass or to create or to drop the shoulder, create something, Half time, and it is 0-0 between Palace and Burnley. 0-0. I am just going to get a drink, guys. All that talking. I need a water. And I need to regroup myself after such a poor half. Hopefully the team talk is sorted. Roy sorts out the team talk for me. Poor. We need more in the second half, and I'm expecting more in the second half. So give me 1 moment, guys. I'm just going to get a water, and then I will be back. We are back, boys. Turn the time on. We're back. So, guys, half time, 0-0. Really poor half. Nothing more to say about it, really. Not what I was expecting whatsoever. Burnley thoroughly deserved to be, they deserve really, I think, on the way they played, to be 1-0 up, to be honest. They've just shown a lot more energy, a lot more character. They've done everything that I was hoping Palace would do and haven't done. They've shown energy, impetus. They've just shown a commitment. They're looking to replicate what Liverpool did to us. And I think Sean Dyche is no mug. I definitely think that he's watched the Liverpool game and he will take what worked in that Liverpool game for Liverpool, of course, in a 4-0 win against Palace, and he will try and replicate that. I think that's obvious, and doing it to a T. They've been brilliant. They've been really good. Palace, on the other hand, I wouldn't be as frustrated if we didn't give away so many stupid fouls and free kicks. Luka has been really poor. Our set piece delivery has been poor. One good moment where Ward played a really deep cross, and it was a great chance if Barnsley doesn't get a flick on, we probably 1-0 up with MacArthur free at the back post. Enjoying your stream more than the game. Thank you, Kevin. That means a lot. Thank you, mate. The game is really dead, though. I agree, Ethan. Hopefully, it's a game where the subs are going to be crucial, and with us, with Palace having more options off the bench than Burnley, combine that with the quality being better, I think, on our bench than Burnley's. Hopefully that'll be a game change, but the only thing I can say from that is it can't get any worse than that. We can't be any worse in the second half. We've got to step it up. We're lacking energy. We're lacking creativity. We're lacking a lot. We're lacking. That is the word that sums up that half. Not good at all. Not what I was expecting, and I'm sure Roy will be letting them know about it at half time. I'm sure Roy's not an idiot. He'll know that's not good enough, and I'm expecting us to come out the blocks firing second half. That's my thoughts on the half anyway, guys. Let's cut across over to the chat and let's see what you guys are thinking, and let's get involved in the obviously 10 or less than 10 minutes until the second half starts. So Ross Milivojevic, the man to give stupid free kicks away. He is, mate, but even on his level, some really ridiculous fouls he was giving away. And when he had the ball, he was the one man who you felt when he got the ball, he's going to give this away. You just felt I know that's the downside to his game is he's not very good, especially in the short passes. He's very sloppy, especially under pressure. He can give away stupid fouls and give away possession. But even for Luka, he was awful. Really awful. Yes, Hippie he is, and he always does, Townsend. Same with IU, they're running their socks off. But again, when we have possession, they're not doing enough, really, in my opinion. IU's tried, and it is hard when you're up front on your own, but he needs to run and make runs off players. He needs bodies around him. It's very positive. Burnley have got high press. They're putting us under pressure, really high up the pitch. We're not really doing the same thing. We're trying to, but Burnley are really just, from the off of pressing, and it's hard because Luka, he's meant to be our sitting DM, and they're showing the analysis, he's our sitting midfielder. When he loses the ball, MacArthur and Chiarte are naturally further up the pitch, and because we press so hard the pitch on our attack, we like to get all our midfielders into their half. If he loses the ball, Luka, instantly they're in with a really good chance on a counter-attack because they're just running straight at the defence, no midfielders in front of them. And that's, that is our downside. If we lose the ball, the quick counter, the quick turnaround is where we're most vulnerable. And having Luka in that holding role, you maybe even MacArthur or maybe even, Chiarte and Luka should switch around just because if Luka loses the ball in those areas, we're screwed, and I think Chiarte is so much better on the ball. He's been my standout player, I think, alongside Scott Dan in what's been a really poor half. I think they're the two players that can come out with that with any sort of praise. I think Chiarte has been good. Needs to be quicker. Tempo's been exactly, Ross. I totally agree. Very slow. Have you revised your score predictions, Twisted Baba? Maybe less likely to see 3 goals in this half, but I'm still sticking with the Palace win. I think to be that poor and to still come out 0-0 and Burnley not really having any real chances on goal, one shot on target for Burnley, I don't think Burnley have taken advantage of just how poor we were in that half. So I can only see us getting better. They've done well. They're showing this at Amazon. The punditry has been good because they're showing how Zaha's been quiet, and it's been mainly because as soon as he's on the ball, you've got 3 Burnley players on him. No time to rest. But, yeah, exactly. At least I tested the keeper. He got a shot off, and I thought that would kickstart a bit of a period of play for Palace, but it didn't. Need to step it up. Oh, Lee Dixon talking rubbish about Wilf needs to be better off the ball. A clear example of someone who's not Clear example who's not watched him all season. The way he runs off the ball, he just needs people around him with better vision to see the pass because he makes cracking runs, Wilf, and he does get back and defend. But clearly, Lee Dixon hasn't seen that, and he's fueling the agenda that he is poor off the ball, which is frustrating. Moving on, Luca is like that. Free kicks, great pens, great, but loses the ball very often. Hopefully, still win. We'll go for 1-0 at least. Yeah, Richard, I agree. Luca's frustrating as hell, but when he's good, he's really good. That's the way with Luca and a lot of Palace players. We're very hit and miss, but that's the Palace way. I've said it all season. I'll say it until the day I die. That is Palace. You'll never change that. We can have a totally new squad and it'll still be the same way. They frustrate the hell out of you, but they're still the best. You know, it's Palace. You know, never a dull moment watching our team play. Yeah, we've been off the pace. Burnley have definitely looked a lot quicker, sharper, dare I say it, fitter than us, which isn't great. Vito, no, she's right though, mate. You can be upset with it all you want, but Gabby Logan is correct. We are looking flat. We need to step it up. Clinton's hopefully going to back us up a bit. Not that there was much to back up in that half. Got to come out better second half, surely. Yes, Joseph, I love the positivity there. We've got this. Come on. God, I really hope we can get the win. We don't deserve it the way we're playing, but I really hope with the second half we get the win. I like this on Amazon. They're highlighting the Homesdale Fanatics choosing the Norwood and Brixton Food Bank. Text dinner £5 to 70085. That's the banner they put over. Obviously, the HF doing so much work with the food banks, the Brixton and South Norwood food banks before the lockdown, and they're continuing that even when they're not at the ground by choosing to have that banner over the block that they obviously have, Block H. Block H, I think it's Block H. So fair play to them. Really, really good. Yes, Joseph, backdoor shit out. It's got it written all over it. Both ways as well. Burnley or Palace could do it, the backdoor job. It's got it written all over, hasn't it? What a boring game for a neutral. Even for a fan, it's boring. We do look a little tired, mate. I think that some rotation will happen in the second half. I'm hoping. Get Pierrick on. Could you imagine Pierrick gets a winner? Oh, I'd love to see it. Get Mitchell on if we're 1-0 up. Was there a free kick in the first 10 minutes? There was, mate. Have you got a bet on it, Rye? I think it's Rye. Rye Lothar. Have you got a bet on that? Free kick in the first half. I'd never bet for anything Palace. I'd never bet Palace. Clean sheet would be dope regardless. Yeah, true, mate. If we can play poorly and still get the clean sheet, then that's something, I guess. But it's just so lacklustre and it's just so, when you're playing at home to Burnley in a game which, Burnley was such a weak team out there compared to their full strength 11. It's a weak team for Burnley. It's a pretty much full strength team for Palace, and we're second best in every department at the moment. Got to step it up. Jensen, if Pierre would get the winner, I would cry. I'd love that. That's the passion we want to see. Yes, Jensen. Literally 2 minutes max, and then we will be back for the second half. Come on, the Palace. Oh, bit of a stretch. Need to warm up for the second half. Pants off if Pierrick scores a worldie. Bloody hell, guys. He's got to get on the pitch first. That's the only problem. Pierrick better than Andros. I wouldn't go that far, mate. I'll just replay Andros' goal against Man City and then say that again, James. Potential to be, though, one day. Ah, come on, boys. Would we have to say that the winner of this is seriously in potential to be absolutely Laurentius? Laurentius, I'm going to say. Absolutely, mate, which is why this is such a big game, and it is massive if you get 3 points in this, because all of a sudden it kickstarts you from looking to finish top in the top half of the table to looking to finish in a Europa League spot. Definitely a possibility for whoever wins this, and that's why it's so massive for both teams. And why I'm so disappointed and much more annoyed. I wouldn't go as far as say angry, but much more frustrated and annoyed at our performance than I was against Liverpool. It's much more frustrating to see us in the game where this is our easiest game left, I'd say, of the season, and we're really bottling it. We're on course to lose this. Players coming out now for the second half. Hopefully, we can see a much better performance. UK Patriot, I'd say it's a little early to say Pierre's better than Ronaldo. Maybe one day. You never know. No winning it, surely Europe out the window. Let's do this, Palace. Yeah, true, Travis. And there's already a change. Half-time change. I'll rate that from Roy. Is it going to be Luca? Please be Luca. Luca's been crap this half, the first half. McCarthy's on. I like McCarthy. I like this change if it's Luca. Please be Luca. They haven't said who it is. Yes, Hippie. If Man City do get the ban, then 8th will be a Europa League qualifying spot. So we'd have to go through 2 or 3 qualifying rounds, but it's still technically Europa League if you come 8th. So that's huge. McCarthy's on, and Luca's still on the pitch. Who's he come on for? I know Luca's captain, and that's why he's probably still on. He's come off from Chiarte. Chiarte must have a little bit of a knock. That's a shame because he's been one of the best players in the first half for us. Oh, that's not what you want to see going into the half. Sorry, guys. Sorry. The timer. I know this is going to be a few seconds behind, but hey ho. Oh, that's not great news there. Thank you, Tidy. Yeah, it is quite good in lockdown to just look back at some of the games that I've been happy enough to be, I've been lucky enough to go to and just reminisce on some of the big results we've had in the past. It's been nice, a trip down memory lane with some of the vlogs, and hopefully you guys enjoy that trip down memory lane too. Right, come on, boys. Like Lewington, you can hear him shouting everything on the touchline. Come on, boys. It's a quicker start. I like this. Down the wing, Townsend. He's got no one there to help him at the moment. That's a Burnley throw in the air. So easy for Burnley, that one. Yeah, Roy's not happy there. He's frustrated. We got into a good area quite quickly, but the players weren't there. He's looking frustrated, Roy. He's really looking quite angry. Yes, Joseph. He's the sort of guy that will, if stuff kick off, he's going to be jumping in and getting involved, He's not the one breaking it up, let's put it that way. If things start kicking off, he'll be in there. I really hope Chiarte's not injured, because I don't know why he'd be subbed off. Focusing on Ray Lewington at the moment. What a man. Barking out orders on the touchline. I love that. Come on, Palace. Such a big half this for our season, and in terms of how our goals for the season will change. It is so big. Lovely through ball. Make it. Good challenge. Tarkowski's been playing really well this game. Some great challenges from Tarkowski in the first half, and that's a great one there. Had to make that on MacArthur, and it goes out for a Palace throw. Corner here. Would that be a corner? No. Taylor gets there. Palace throw again. Putting pressure on them early. I like this. Dictating the start of the game. Or the half, sorry. Deep ball. Zaha's free. Go on, Wilf. Go on, Wilf. 2 men around him again. You didn't read the pass, and it gets cleared for a throw-in. We were close to tidy. We were linked with him for sure. I think we still are linked with him as well at the moment. We might get him in the summer. You never know. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. It's a decent start to the half. Let's get the tempo up. Let's get the passing play going. Release, are you? Release. Oh, get up, man. Brownhill drops. There was a foul before that anyway, ref. You're playing advantage. There's no advantage. He just had a high arm. It's not that he swung it. He just had his arms out to block the ball. They're checking VAR. I swear to God. I don't think it's a red. I don't think it's a red. They're looking at the replay. It looked like he went leaned into him, but I don't think I don't think it's bad, you know. They are checking it's red card. I swear to God, if this is a red card, he's been fouled and he's just leaned into him. It can't be a clearing of it. Surely this isn't a red card. I'm getting nervous here because I feel like they're going to give a red here, but it can't be, surely. He's just stuck his arm out. I know he's forced. It looks bad. It looks worse than it is. He's trying to step across him. He's not trying to swing a punch or an elbow. He's just trying to step across him with his arm. It looks bad. It does look bad on the replays, and this is why VAR's looking at it for so long. It looks bad, but it's not a red. Why doesn't he get the ref to go and look at it? Get the ref to go to the screen and look at it. This is really going to be great for this half. All of a sudden, we're looking at holding on to a point if anything happens here. Check's complete. It's not a red card. Relax, breathe. That'll be a talking point if we end up getting something out of this. Bloody hell. Come on, the Palace. Oh, I was giving away a sloppy free kick again. What is it with these free kicks we're giving away? Any build-up in momentum or pressure, we just give it away so easily with stupid fouls. Come on, boys. Better than this. We're much better than this. Frustrating. It is frustrating. But typical Palace. It really is. Just keep showing the replays. Nothing. It wasn't given. So get on with it, please. Come on. Ah, come on, the Palace. Yeah, can we watch the game, please? Lovely from Will. Good turn. Eye with the ball. Just lay it off. Keep the passing. I don't want anyone having too many touches. Van Arnholt! So sloppy with the passing. Van Arnholt's another one who's crap when he's put under pressure. Come on, boys. Sloppy. I think we will replace Kayla Tristan. I do. I don't know. I'm sure there's a zoo or an animal sanctuary somewhere where you will have an eagle who will be used as a replacement. I'm sure of that, but frustrating start to the second half as well. Not the sort of reaction I was hoping for. I was hoping for it to be a bit better. No, I found us together after true, Kevin. Not a foul, ref. Cleared by Cahill. Lovely. Come on, boys. I keep saying come on. Right, chance to count here. You're out to Zaha. Just behind him. Slows it down a little bit. But Zaha's, he's got two men around him. Can someone help him? That's a foul, ref. Brownhill knows it. He stuck his leg out. He was too slow for Zaha's too quick for him there. Lovely stuff. Good feet. Yes, UK Patriot, we need better pace in the game. I totally agree. We are slow at the moment. Deep ball from Van Arnold, a lofted one. There's only one man to aim at there. Scott Dan. Go on, hit it! Cahill! Oh, no! Oh, you laid it off. It's a great chance. No one around him. It's just the wrong man. You were hoping that would be Ayew or anyone else than Cahill. He gets a swing at it, but it's a tame effort. It's not directed at the corner. It's easy. Low one for Pope again. That's a big chance. A different player in that. I'd expect that to go hit the back of the net. Big chance. Come on, Palace. Come on. Knocking the ball out all right there. Knocking the ball around a little bit better. Couldn't be any worse, to be fair, though. Here we go. Counter-attack. Townsend. Here we go. This is better. Zaha breaking into the box. Oh, handball. Handball. No. Townsend hits it. Oh, it's blocked. Zaha's got it, though. Come on, boys. Come on. Go on, Will. Skin him. Yes. Oh, Pope would have saved that easily if it wasn't blocked by me, but it's a shot on target nonetheless. Better. Come on. I agree, Ryan. I think if Maya comes on now, when you're looking for there's a bit of creativity and the tempo starting to get higher in the game, I think it's a good time for Max. And all of a sudden, we're looking a bit open here. For Vidra's looking to counter. MacArthur, hurry up, please. Get back. McNeil, it's straight at the keeper. We looked open there on the cap. It's very end-to-end, and we're running up the other end now. Go on, Ayew. Release, release. Not you're doing too much. He wins the free kick, and fair play to him. That's all he could do. But you do feel in those areas where he's just getting hounded out. Release the ball. Keep the attack going. Yeah, there are pulls everywhere. He's being pulled back left, right, centre there. Fouls everywhere you look. Tristan, I don't know, mate. He might be an injured. Here we go. We were taking it quickly. Give the ball to Wilf. Go on, Wilf. Oh, no, Wilf. All right, this is better. When we play a bit quicker, all of a sudden Burnley are feeling the pressure a little bit. Cleared by Barsley, the cross from Townsend. And we win the ball back. Now we're starting to win 50-50s in the second balls. This is more like it. Come on, the Palace. This is more like it. Out wide. Wilf is definitely the focal point at the moment. It's a lovely run from MacArthur. Can he pick out a man? Oh, he hits the man in front of him. It's poor Macca. There's only one man in front of you and you picked him. Still got the ball though. This is a really good period of possession for Palace. Come on, Wilf. Oh, again, it's a good through ball. Luca. Cut back. Oh! And Arnold couldn't get a good solid shot off. He scuffs it and it rolls across and Burnley clear. But another good chance. It is, Diego. It is a half chance there. I think if Van Arnold gets solid contact on that, then Pope's in trouble. Oh, come on, the boys! Come on, the Palace! It's a good period now. We're starting to get back into the game. We're looking good now. Come on. Everything's down this left with Wilf. It's amazing. Oh, what a switch from McCarthy. What a ping out to Townsend. Come on, the boys. And it's a poor touch from Ward. And the attack's over. Gives away a foul. Scott Dan. And that their ends are really, really good. 2-3 minutes of possession. Maybe 5 minutes more like. Really good 5 minutes of possession. It does look like a red on the replays. Every time we look at it, it looks like a red. I do feel we got a bit lucky there. I have to say. I do think he's gotten away with one there. It is one of those, it's which way you look at it, I guess. Tristan, it's a world record bid, mate. Wan-Bissaka, 50 mil was a world record bid for a right back. He didn't go for too cheap. In hindsight, it's easy to say he went for too cheap when you look at how well he's doing at Man United, but at 50 mil, you can't blame the club for accepting that. Yes, he's won the free kick brilliantly, Ayew. Right on the edge of the box, and he's getting booked, Tarkovsky. That could be good come the end of the game. That was a good counter-attack. Lovely through ball from Wilf. See, Wilf's got the vision that a lot of the players don't. It was 50 mil, Tristan Wan-Bissaka. It was definitely 50 million. Yeah, he gets the wrong side of Ayew there. Ayew gets his body in front and does get the man before the ball, and it's right on the edge of the box, probably too close to shoot. I feel like Luca's going to try and shoot, and it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very, very hard to score from this close, but this is a great chance here with half an hour to play, just over half an hour to play. Tony, I really hope he does. Tarkovsky's trying to get Wilf wound up. You know that's only going to make things worse, you hell. Oh, Tarkovsky. Shithousery there. Come on, boys. Van Aanholt or Luca. It could be either of them here. It looks like they're going to shoot, but it is very close. It's a tall wall as well. Pope's got... See? Hennessy, take notes. Pope is positioned in the middle of the goal. That is what you should have been doing. Oh, he went for the other corner. It's a good idea, but it's great defending from... I don't know who that was who headed it. Well in, Ward, massive tackle. Go on, Will. Countering quickly now. Burnley not quite back to regroup. Oh, tried to cute little flick, and it's not worked off Van Aanholt. But Burnley give it away again. Look, when you press, we're doing what Burnley did in the first half, and Burnley are doing it still to us, and we've lost the ball. Luca diving in again, giving the ball away. Got the ball! Oh, ref, you've been absolutely conned out of that one. I think that's harsh, that. Thank you, Cuba, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What a second half this has been so far. Very lively affair. Got yellow cards with free kicks. We've got quick tempo played from both teams. It's much more lively, especially from Palace. It couldn't be any worse, as I said. The second half couldn't be any worse. They're playing very well. Is this a foul? Oh, it is a foul. He definitely takes him out. I'll keep quiet. Yeah, McCarthy, I think, rightfully booked there. Eel was in as well. Oh, well, we've got to deal with this now. What an awful time this would be to concede. Come on, boys. Interesting to know your thoughts, guys. If Roy Hodgson were to retire at the end of the season, would you have approached Sean Dyche as the next manager for Palace? That'd be interesting to know. I feel like his time at Burnley is coming to an end. Yeah, I think the game is crying out from a Palace point of view for someone like Max Meyer to come on now. Just a bit of creativity in the midfield because we're getting into good areas and Burnley are pressing us hard. It's just having that person who's going to be comfortable in possession, will be able to pick a pass through the press or the quick bit of, drop of the shoulder, quick 1-2, has that ability to beat the initial press, and then that opens things up. And Max Meyer's... Christ's sake. I told you it would be awful to concede from here, and it's a great free kick. It's a good free kick, but it's an even better header. It's low behind him, and he somehow hooked it. Guaita probably should save it, in my opinion. He gets a hand to it onto the post, and it goes in. For flip's sake, and all of a sudden, we're going to be struggling to get a point out of this. The keeper's got to do better. As much as you blame Hennessy for stuff, guys, Vincente's got to do better there, I'm afraid. He gets a big hand, but he should be keeping that out, in my opinion. It's a great header, but, he gets there. Vincente gets there. He's got a big hand to it. It should be kept out, in my opinion. Bloody hell, Palace. Come on. So disappointed. Oh, we're on the break quickly, straight from the off. Hello, go on, Will. Little reverse. It's going to be back. Oh, it's a great ball, but where's the striker? We've won a corner straight away. There's no one in there. It's going to be back to the wall. They're going to look to hold on to a 1-0 now, Burnley. So it is going to be all Palace from now on to the end of the game. But my God, it's so Palace, isn't it? It's so Palace. We start getting a bit of momentum and then we concede on a sloppy bit of goalkeeping, unfortunately. A free kick where we, a header from miles out, hooked in. Corner for Palace at the moment. I can't believe that we Bloody conceded. Has to save it, in my opinion. Shame, because he's so good normally, Vincente, but that's poor from him. He should have done better, mate. Yeah, let's get a sub, Roy. I think that is the moment now. It's not really changed as much as you would have hoped. Oh, he gets there. He gets there big time. Come on, man. Killer. Um, Watching the Burnley fans celebrate here, it looks like they don't really care that much, to be honest. Um, we've been awful. Had a decent spell, but then to do that, geez, yeah, I agree, mate. It's poor. Decent spell, and Roy's slow. I think making a sub here. He needs to look to. We're 1-0 down. Now is the time. Now's the time you change it up. As poor as we were in the first half, we didn't concede. We've conceded now. Make a change. Need to step it up. I think we all want a top 10 finish, mate, but when you're this close to an 8th and you know what's on the line if you can get 8th, it's so frustrating when you're playing a team like Burnley, who are weakened. Yeah, I agree, Ross. I agree. Why would take him off if unless he was injured? He must have a knock. Kiyate must have a knock. He was one of the better players in the first half for us. Oh, God, Palace. Why do you always do it to me, man? You come so close all the time from glory, and we always, always let ourselves down. Anyway, come on. Plenty of time to get back in this. A goal before 85th minute. If we equalise before the 85th minute, you never know. We can get a winner. I feel like Burnley will look to hold on to this now, though, if I'm honest. Ah, shame. Let's pick ourselves up now. Come on, we got the ball. Lovely ball from Luca. Oh, Joel, you've got to make that. We just all the players seem off at the moment. We seem off the pace. No, this second half we've been better. But as I said, it was hard to be any worse than we were in the first half. It's just we all look a little bit just not at the races. It's similar to Liverpool. It's just not looking like our day at the moment. We're not playing well enough to warrant a result, in my opinion, and it needs to step it up. Running out of time. Ah, come on. Come on, it's about leaders now. It's about stepping up and making a name for yourself. Who wants it? Again, Burnley's press has been brilliant. It really has. Whenever we've been in and around the final third, it's been a brilliant press. Come on, Wilf. Into the final third. Van Arnholt with the ball. Across to Luca. McCarthy back to Luca. Oh, come on. He's not got Jack called down. It's not a head injury. It was just a. It's not a head injury, ref. He's holding his head. It's not a head injury. And we're going to see a lot of this, I'm afraid, now. Uh, we're going to struggle to get something now, I'm afraid, guys. It's going to be very difficult now. I'll take a point if I'm honest at this stage. I would take a draw. Disappointing, I know, but you've got to look at who we're playing against, and the draw right now wouldn't be the end of the world. With the way we're playing, I mean. Yeah, Richard, I agree. Will's trying, but they're doubling up on him, and he needs movement ahead of him. Really, he can't literally create stuff on his own. He needs a bit of movement, a bit of give and take from the rest of the players. And it's the water break now, and hopefully we can. Hopefully we can. That will help. The water break change the momentum of games at times, and hopefully it will help us. They're showing Kayla on the screen at Palace. R.I.P. Kayla. First home game since she passed away, of course. Archie, mate, you deserve to be 1-0 up right now, I have to say. Was not expecting this sort of performance, really. Playing well. You've got to give it to Burnley. They're playing well, but God, we've been awful so far. Come on, Palace. Step it up, boys. We had possession of the ball, so we'll keep the ball, thank you. Back off, McNeil. Here we go, come on. Ball to break, let's go. Townsend with a poor touch, gives the ball away. We win it back, but need to step it up with some of these bloody touches. He does, Samuel. I think that's harsh to say he doesn't do it anymore. He's doing it right now. He's taking on 2 players, but he's looking to try and pick out players more, you know, because he realises that at the end of the day, picking out the player is more, and getting the shot off, etc., is more important necessarily than him being a man and not being able to get the cross in, you know. I think he is trying. He's trying. It's not coming off for him at the moment, and there's not a lot of support. I mean, Long's coming on now for Colt. Colt's come off injured. 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to, dare I say it, it would change our season. These next 20 minutes, our outlook on the season. Corner. Townsend with it. Out to MacArthur. A bit of space. Can we get a good cross in? We do. It's a low one. It's well defended. If he doesn't get that block in Peters, it's a tap-in goal. Again, good defending from Burnley. You know they're going to be good in these areas. Massive block. So close, so close. Come on, Palace. Corner the other side, Van Arnold. Please beat the first man, Patrick. Oh, it's a good cross. Oh, he scuffed the clearance. Luca looks to bend one and it's blocked. That's not a foul. He's gone up for the header, ref. Oh, for God's sake. We're going to see so much time wasting that as well. You know it's going to happen. Don't blame him either, but you know it's going to happen. Again, why are we taking so long to make a sub? Made 1 sub at half time. We're 1-0 down. We've not got back in it, and then since the goal went in. Make a sub, please, Roy. Change it up. We aren't looking like scoring at the moment. We're getting in good areas. This is where Roy's frustrating. One game he makes subs, and they're the right subs, and they're subs that win the game. And then he'll do 2 games where he doesn't do subs, or he won't make a sub, or he'll do the wrong sub, or he'll wait too long to make a sub. You know, it's literally so frustrating. He'll do 1 good game and then 2 bad ones in terms of his management on the sideline with substitutions and the timings, etc. And it's looking like one of those days. You have 5 subs at your disposal, and we've used 1 at half time, and that was injury enforced. We're 1-0 down, not playing that well. We're playing better than we did in the first half, which wasn't difficult, but we're still not at our best, I'd say. Burnley are playing well, to be fair to them. It's not all down to us. It's the fact that Burnley are making us make mistakes. Change it up. Change it up. Get some fresh feet on. Get some fresh, players that haven't, who can change the, can at least have a more positive outlook on the game and who haven't faced this sort of play. Oh, Wilf gets tackled there. Throw in for Palace. Come on, boys. Step it up. Meyer and Pierre-Eric, I agree, Jaden. We need them on. I'll get Townsend off, and I would say Luca, but it would be Jimmy Mack if Meyer comes on. There's no way he's taking off Luca, I'm afraid. Although I do feel like we should just go for it. A 1-0 to Burnley or a 2-0 right now doesn't make a difference, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. Come on, step it up, boys. It's so frustrating how you can go from an amazing away performance, amazing first game back, and looking so fit and strong and up for the restart against Bournemouth. To I know Liverpool's a bit of a a nothing game. You can't really judge us on that. But then to come to at home, first home game back, to play like this, beyond frustrating. And Van Aanholt giving the ball away again, lackluster, sloppy pass into the middle. It's a killer pass. If you don't hit your man, we're vulnerable there. Rubbish, 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 rubbish. He should have hippie, and again, yeah, he should have saved it. Absolutely. It's been poor around. It's the only thing Guaita's had to do really, and he's messed it up. And it sums up how the team as a whole have played. We've been poor in every department, I'm afraid. I don't know either, Ross. I don't know if it's just his attitude or maybe it's something we're not seeing. I don't know, but he's got to come on now. He's still got his bloody jacket on. He's on the sidelines, Mac, looking bloody petrified, warming up. No one looks like they're coming on at the moment. Go, go, drive, drive, drive. Play the ball. Oh, are you? Come on, mate. Oh, he's done well to win it back, though. Go on, Wilf. He's beat his man. It's only Tarkovsky to beat. Come on. Corner ball. That's not a corner. That was definitely a goal kick, but not a pen. Not. I don't think it was a pen. Zaha didn't appeal for it either. Will they look at it again? I don't think so. It was a goal kick in my opinion. Should have been a goal kick, but if we can score from this now, this will be a Brucey bonus. Come on, lads. Please, good cross, Van Aanholt. Oh, it's gone through everyone. Oh, you jammy gits, and the spins kept it in play. It's gone through everyone. Hit on the edge of the box, blocked, of course. Burnley blocking everything. James Moody, Newcastle fan, but I want Palace to win. Trust me, mate. We all want them to win, but it's not looking like it at the moment, mate. We'll do well to get a point out of this the way we're playing, I'm afraid. Really poor. Really poor. Not what any of us were expecting today. And Burnley still pressing. Full pitch press. Still going for it and trying to put us under pressure, not let us settle. Fair play to them. It is the way to frustrate us and get to us. You know, they're looking fit. They're looking really fit, looking up for the fight, and we're not looking as quick. The tempo. Tyreek Mitchell, they're focusing on now. Come on, Townsend blocked. Come on, Palace. A goal now, and it's going to be in a really interesting last 10, 15 minutes. Looks to hit it. Oh, Townsend, where he scored against Burnley last season at home. Looks to do a replica shot, cutting in from that right-hand side. Look to just bend it in the far corner. It's just over the bar. I think Pope would have had it covered, yeah. Bit of energy though, kick up the arse there hopefully from Townsend, showing players like, come on, we need a bit more of this, get the shots off. Yeah, we have, mate. Apart from Jordan Ayew, right, Max Meyer coming on for Townsend. It's about time. 13 minutes, Max, to do what, giving the guy 13 minutes. If you gave him 23 minutes, that's fair enough. But, 13 minutes, it's a lot of pressure on Max. This is the problem. You bring in Max on in these scenarios and then people judge him with 13 minutes of game time when we're losing. So much pressure on a player like Max Meyer when all the eyes are on him. Come on, Palace. Give me something to, can we have one good, real chance at goal, please? At 0-0, we had a couple of decent chances, dare I say, where we could have done something. And that chance where it fell to Cahill in the box and he's swept the shot at it and it went straight into Pope's hands. I mean, another player and that would have been a goal, I think. Zaha switch wings, which is interesting. A bit of different outlook on the game from that side of the pitch. Great challenge from the goal scorer Ben Mee. Corner to Palace. Come on, the Palace. Burnley are playing well, mate. They are. 3 lose today, middle table going, oh well, been a weird season, some good, some bad. Yeah, this is one of the bad days, I'm afraid, but it's typical. I'll say again, it's typical Palace. We have so many ups and downs over a season, so many amazing results, so many results where you're like, how the hell has that happened? We've been that poor. And this is looking like one of them. Play the corner short. Wilf was on the ball. What a nice ball from Wilf, and it's a free header about 6 yards out from Luca, and he's put it over the bar. Got to hit the target from there. That's poor. They're queuing up, and I think it's Ayu in the end. I think Luca coming across the front of him means he takes his eye off the ball. Yeah, it's Ayu, free header. If he puts that down, it is a goal. End of. God's sake, come on. Yeah, it could be worse. Yeah, Mike, I think it's very much 50-50. I think we got away with one there, if I'm honest. The replays, every time you look at it, it looks bad, you know. And when it looks bad, you're expecting VAR to give the red. So I do think we got away with one. I do know what... I think Ayu is trying to get his arm across, but I think the way he leans in it and with the force, it looks like, you know, it looks like a bad move from him. Burnley have been the better team today. You can hold your hands up, and I will. And I did against Liverpool. I held my hands up and just say Liverpool have just been unbelievable today. Nothing we can do about it. Today, Maya, poor touch. Go on. Oh, Banano, get up and help. Oh, chance. Banano into Max in the box. He plays it back out the box to MacArthur. Looking to cross it. Are you? Come on! MacArthur with a lovely left-footed curler, and Ayu's trying to chest it down and hit it. The chest ends up bobbling straight to Pope. It's a great height to just... It's a free header again. I don't know if the header he just had that went over the bar put him off headering this, but if he headers that, it's a free header and a great chance to score again. I mean, it's not like we're not creating chances now. We are, at the end of the game now, starting to create stuff, but what is going on? Why are we making these decisions? It's just that it's not our day in the final third. We're just not making those decisions that we should be. And as it stands, we drop into 11th. Burnley go 8th. And pretty much will be the end of our chances of a potential 8th place Europa League finish. I think our goals will then be on finishing in the top half. And it all comes down to if we can not lose this game. It is all Palace now, as you'd expect though. Burnley don't need to do anything stupid, just hold on to the 1-0. And you'd expect it to be all Palace now. It's whether we can get that chance up. Oh my God, the shot gets blocked and it goes for another corner. It's all Palace. A goal is coming the way we're playing right now. It is coming. Positivity, please. Come on. Jordan Ayew with 9 goals, I think, mate, is our top goal scorer. Another corner. Come on. Can we bury one, please? Banana with the lofted ball. It's well headed by... No, don't shoot. Don't shoot. Well done, Max. Recycling that ball. Ayew out wide. Into the box. Get the cross. Maya. Oh, it's a quick feed from Maya. I like what he's doing, but the pass wasn't looking for MacArthur. Goes straight to Burnley player who clears it. Just nick one, get the point. Get the point. Not really deserved, to be honest, but let's get the point. Come on. All right, Millie, I've acknowledged that you're a better team. Let's not... relax. Go on, Will. You've been the better team today, 100%. Come on. Yeah, it's worth pointing out we do score a lot of goals in the last 10 minutes of games this season we have. So this is, you know, we're used to doing this and used to scoring goals late. Can we do the same again? Come on. Let's do what we did against Watford that time and get to. That was so funny, AMG. If we do the same again, oh my word. I couldn't believe. And that night we were poor as well, if you remember. We were as poor as we were tonight. Didn't deserve anything from that game either. And we ended up coming away with all 3 points. Maya, I'm liking the speed and the tempo on the ball, everything. Even the way he's running with the ball is a quick tempo, you know. He's looking to knock it off quickly, which I like. Crap pass, though. And it's a goal kick. And that's not from Maya. I think that was Scott Dan trying to play a through ball, and it was just poorly timed. Oh. Look at that beautiful sight over South London. Look at that beautiful view. If that's something to cheer you up. Nothing will change, Richard. We could have literally Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. We could have all of them in our team and we'd still be the same. Honestly, it's something about Crystal Palace and the DNA of the club. We just always have a way to frustrate the hell out of us. They always will. They always do. They always will. McCarthy's giving away a foul. It's not looking good now. Still 5 minutes plus injury time. Yeah, tidy up, but I'm not mad at that at all. You know, Burnley, I totally expect them to now just be looking to park the bus and break and try and nick another on their counter. No need to do anything stupid for Burnley here, and Sean Dyche knows that. Again, he's not stupid. All right. Well, Tarkovsky's ended up falling on going up for a header with Van Arnholt, wins the header, and then Brownhill skies the shot on the knockdown. Why isn't Cahill or Scott Dan taking Tarkovsky there? See him going over to Van Arnholt, just switch with him. Very easy, and Brownhill running onto it should do better, really. We have been poor, Eagles champ, we have, and it's been gutting, really. I was expecting a lot better, especially after the Liverpool result. I was expecting us to come back and first game at home to be a lot better than we have been. Still time to get a point. Exactly, Ross. He's looking. He's one of the only players we've got, Max Meyer, who has that intelligence, that vision to be able to see runs that players like Will make that other players can't see. Problem is especially when Burnley. Also, you've got to bear in mind Burnley are sitting very deep when we're attacking in the final third. It's very hard to find space and to pick the pass. But when he is trying to fight, he's looking and looking for someone to make a run for him. No one's on the same wavelength. Everyone's kind of looking at everyone else to be the catalyst, to be the spark, to do something. They're all looking at each other rather than taking it upon themselves to make to be the catalyst to do the run or the pass or the shot that changes the momentum. So and I really hate that. I want someone to take the game by the scruff of the neck here and just realise that something needs to change. And with 4 minutes to go, it's looking like it's going to be a disappointing 1-0, which is really, really disappointing and ends our European hopes, in my opinion. Just don't give away any stupid fouls, please. I'm done with the stupid fouls we're going away today. Right, come on, boys. Won the ball back. Oh, Cahill's giving the ball away, but we won it back. That's a foul, ref. There were multiple pulls there, but okay, we'll play on. A few minutes to go. Come on. It is very, very frustrating, Ben. 100% is Palace to a T, this performance. So much optimism before the kickoff. Everything's suggesting Palace will win today, but we've not really turned up. Burnley have turned up. They've been the better team and deserve to win, really. And we've just looked lacklustre, slow. We haven't looked at the races. Similar to Liverpool, to be honest. Which is very frustrating because I was expecting a lot more, especially with Guaita and Zaha coming back into the side. Should be doing better. Very quick, very, very poor first half in my opinion. Better in the second half. It couldn't be any worse in the second half, but no real chances to speak of. Well, we've had a number of good chances late in the second half, but not taking any of them. We really should have taken at least one of them, in my opinion. We should be level, but. Do we deserve it? Not really. Are you? Oh my God. Jordan, he does the hard bit. What are we doing, man? Jordan does the hard bit, cuts in between two defenders, looks to get the shot off and absolutely balloons it, slices it as far wide as you can think. I don't blame him for shooting there, but there's a number of passes on as well. Wilson acres of space if he just put his head up. But again, you should be hitting the target nonetheless. God's sake. Burnley were lucky in the way they scored. Guaita should have saved it. He should have saved it. And as good a header as it was from Ben Mee, he got it on target right in the corner. You couldn't have asked more of Ben Mee. Guaita should have saved it. It should still be 0-0, 100%. But Burnley have come away from home with a weak squad, with the contract issues, and they've done the job. You know, they look much more up for it and ready for a fight for an 8th place finish than we do, unfortunately. So did Ross, I agree. When we played Bournemouth, it looked so good, and I don't know why it's so difficult for us to try just replicate that or to try and replicate that. We don't deserve European football. Well, yeah. When you play like this against Burnley, then of course it feels like that. But we've had really good results this season as well, mate. I think. Oh, they've all missed the ball there. Maka picks it up on the left in the box. Deep cross in. Corner. Just needed a bit more on it. Ben Mee clears it. They've been great. Tarkowski and Mee it's been one of those days where they've just been fantastic at the back for Burnley. So a little bit more loft on it, and Dan was there ready at the back post, but Mee flicks it away. Getting into last chance scenarios now. Come on, corner ball. Can we please beat the first man and get a header on this? Come on, Van Aanholt. Good ball. Keeper misses it. It's cleared, though, by Tarkowski again, I think. God. 4 minutes added time. Come on, Palace. Get the draw. We're good with... We score late goals a lot this season. Can we get another one? Come on. Are you with the ball? All the Burnley players back in the box now. Ward from deep. Looking to cross it. Punched away. Van Aanholt. Hit it! Oh my God! Bodies, left, right, centre, flying, blocking the ball. How have we not scored? Again, it's a great ball from Joel Ward, a lovely ball. Pope coming out again, flapping at it, really. Not very good from Pope there. Falls to Van Aanholt, hits it, good save, and then falls again, and we can't get the second one in. Oh, and they clear it away at the corner. Throw in for Palace. Come on, 3 minutes to go. Come on, boys. I can't believe it. We're getting in such good areas and these chances are falling to us and we just can't put it in the net. Last 10 minutes or so, we've had 2 or 3 chances which we should really have been at least hitting the target, especially those 3 headers. I don't know what we're doing with those. And to be honest, I feel like one of those would have gone in on another day, but it's not looking to be. Come on, Max. Whipped in, with the header, and it's a header on target, but it's straight at the keeper. So frustrating. It's a good ball from Max. It is a good ball, but it's straight at the keeper. Harvey, what do you think about Roy saying he thinks Brandon should give him a bottle of red? Oh, yeah, it was frustrating that as well, mate, because he's worked hard, Brandon, to get to where he's at, and I think Roy was a bit stupid to say that. So frustrating. How have we not scored here? Number of good chances. I'm not going to act as if we deserve it by any means, but we've had the number of chances which we should have put away in this last 10 minutes, in my opinion. I feel like a draw, although harsh on Burnley, the way they've approached this game as an away team, a draw should be the result here at the moment. Positivity. I love that hippie. We are awesome regardless, but bloody hell, they annoyed the hell out of me. Oh, Van Aanholt. So crap. That was so crap. Not yet, mate. We've got a minute and a half left to go, Tidy. It's almost done and dusted. One more chance. Just one more chance, boys. In all honesty, Burnley deserved the win, though, in my opinion. As much as we huffed and puffed at the end of this game, we don't really deserve it. slow, lackluster, poor, everything, really poor first half. Second half, better, and Burnley score. It's crazy to say that, isn't it? When we're better in this half than we were the first, but yet we concede. Burnley doing the job that they need. They've got players going down now. Just seeing the timeout, which is fair enough, is what you expect. But thank you, Diego. Appreciate the support, mate. Yeah, hit the like button if you've enjoyed the stream, guys. I will be going off when it hits full time. I've mentioned my thoughts on the game already for all of you, so you can rewind if you want to see my thoughts on the game. It's disappointing, and to be honest, for me personally, with a 1-0 defeat here, Burnley will be looking at 8th, and they are in 8th, obviously, but they'll be looking to finish there. For me, we'll be looking to try and finish in the top 10. I think finishing top 10 is a good season for us anyway. Before the season started, that would have been a good season. Just a little bit disappointing when you look at the situation that we're in, where we're so close to potentially hitting the greatest achievement in the football club's history, in my opinion, which would be getting European qualification, or at least qualifying. And there's not enough time, and Burnley players are reacting brilliantly. It is full time. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Finished Burnley 1, Palace 0. Poor. Good last 10 minutes from Palace, but that's about it. Fair play to Burnley, they deserved it. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed the stream. If you want to know any more thoughts on the game, just rewind and I speak. I need another bottle of water because I spoke so much during those 90 minutes. So there's a lot of stuff there you can dissect from me. I will be back with more videos shortly. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, guys. I really appreciate your support. Hit the like down below. Subscribe, as I mentioned. Super chat if you want to support the channel on there, or on the Patreon in the description. Typical Palace. How frustrating is that? Onwards and upwards. We've got tricky games coming up, and hopefully we can get a shock result against one of the big teams, and just to pick the mood up a bit. We're good at doing that. We're good at beating teams we shouldn't be beating. Thank you for everyone's support. You've been all brilliant, and hope you enjoyed the video as much as it was a shocking defeat. I know, but I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.